The 10-year anniversary celebration for the New Day took place tonight, and I tell you, all eyes was on what was an emotional roller coaster, as it looked like New Day were about to unwind and about to say, we're done. But we would get the return to TV for Big E. Big E coming back, trying to rally the troops, trying to bring the New Day back together. But all it did was fuel the frustration. After weeks of Xavier and Kofi not getting along, arguing, they realised what the problem was. The problem was Big E. Every city they go to, people ask them, where's Big E? When is Big E returning? Xavier Woods revealing tonight that Big E may never be medically cleared. And Kofi Kingston agreeing with Xavier Woods. Just insanity. Look at this fans' reaction to the news. And the New Day are okay, except for Big E. Big E no longer a part of the New Day, I suppose, as he walked away, as Xavier and Kofi would say the words, it's just us, me and you, united in their anger and hatred for Big E. This is such a unique heel turn in WWE, genuinely. Big E had offered to return to WWE as the manager of Xavier and Kofi, and I really do wonder if that's something that's going to come into play. Like, okay, Xavier and Kofi continue to trash Big E, and Big E maybe hears it, Big E gets frustrated with it, and Big E maybe manages another tag team. That could be something very interesting. But what do you think? Did you predict this? Did you predict how this may play out? Did you actually see Big E returning? Let me know all your thoughts, your emotions in the comments section down below. This is things you might have missed from WWE Raw. Make sure you hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. A very pissed off Karrion Kross would get a segment tonight as he would reminisce Nikki Cross haunting Scarlett, his wife last week, sent by Bo Dallas. Karrion Kross would lay down a challenge for next week against the Wyatt Sicks, and it's official. Final Testament and The Miz versus Wyatt Sicks. 8-man tag team match, and yes, I do agree, I would have loved to have seen this at Survivor Series. But, do you know what? Let's not overshadow it. Next week, this is going to be a must-see match. Probably the main event next week. And I'm fine with that. Give it its moment. At Survivor Series, it would have been totally overshadowed by the Bloodline. Something I noticed, though, as Karrion Kross said that the Wyatt Sicks started this fire and he's going to make sure they burn in it, the everyone has something to lose message would pop up. I really wonder, is Karrion Kross going to use the words of the Wyatt Sicks against them and take something from Uncle Howdy? Oh boy, that could be interesting. A brilliant start to Monday Night Raw as it was 30 minutes commercial free, and CM Punk is already pointing at imaginary WrestleMania signs. That is exactly what we all wanted to see in December, isn't it? But with CM Punk alluding to the fact he wants to main event WrestleMania and reminding us that he's now owed a couple of favours, is that what Paul Heyman is going to help CM Punk with? It wouldn't take long for Seth freaking Rollins to come out, though, and the confrontation between Punk and Seth. Oh my god, this was absolutely brilliant. What a promo between these two. Seth Rollins saying that he should have knocked CM Punk out the minute he returned to WWE. CM Punk saying, 6 months ago you had a world title and that's why I cared about you. Now you're nothing to me. Just absolute brilliance. And correct me if I'm wrong, but since CM Punk's return to WWE, this is the first time things got physical between Seth and Punk. We are on the road to WrestleMania. We've already seen a finger point. The brawl is on. Sami and Jey would make the save tonight. We'd then have officials breaking it up. Is this a WrestleMania main event? Does it happen at the Royal Rumble? I don't know. But I tell you what, I'm seatbelted in, I'm ready for the journey. Depending what the Mania plan is for Roman though, maybe WWE want to pivot because 104 million views on Instagram alone for just a moment of Roman Reigns blocking CM Punk's exit from the shark cage. That's insane. But this incredible segment on Raw wasn't over yet. As Sami Zayn was left alone in the ring with Seth Rollins, we would see Sami man up and defend the honour of Jey Uso, his bloodline friend, as Seth Rollins insulted him. He would say that he didn't want to team with CM Punk at War Games, but Seth Rollins said no twice after Seth Rollins called him and Sami family. Worth noting that Sami Zayn said to Seth Rollins that you helped create the monster of the tribal chief Roman Reigns. And then Seth Rollins said, you know, I've come to peace with the fact that I've put a chair in Roman's back. But look in the mirror, because you did it too. During Raw, we then got a whodunit as Jey Uso was found attacked in the back. Obviously, Sami Zayn accusing this to Seth Rollins. Did Seth attack Jey Uso? Worth noting, fans on social media were very quick to spot in the background of Pete Dunne's promo that would then lead to the Jey attack behind Pete Dunne. Someone standing there. It does look like they've got some kind of face paint on. Really don't know who that could be. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe we're reading too much into it, but a lot of people are talking about it. Well, the main event between Sami and Seth would get heated as Sami Zayn would grab a steel chair, accusing Seth of attacking Jey. Seth would say, have you asked Punk? It's not me. Seth would take advantage and win the match, beating Sami Zayn with a roll-up. And then someone we weren't even thinking about, Drew McIntyre, would return to Monday Night Raw. A Claymore kick to Sami Zayn. Obviously, the implication here is that it was Drew McIntyre who took out Jey Uso. Drew McIntyre has had multiple issues with the Bloodline and, of course, with CM Punk, who just teamed with the Bloodline. Genius. The bracket for the Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament was revealed just before Raw tonight, and the first victory goes to Dakota Kai, who defeated Shayna Baszler and Katana Chance. With Dakota advancing already, I'm looking at this and I know what you guys are going to ask me. Who do you see being in the finals? I'm looking at this thinking Dakota Kai, Lyra Valkyria. I do think it would be fun though if we did Dakota versus Kairi. That's possible. That could be very fun. WWE showed the beatdown of Damian Priest that took place after Survivor Series by Finn and the Judgment Day, immediately showing us Liv Morgan sort of challenging Finn Balor, saying, I hope you know what you're doing. I thought you was going to leave Damian alone. And Finn once again ridiculing Dom, saying because Dom couldn't get it done, I did. The match has been made official for Saturday night's main event, by the way. Io Sky will take on Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. I'm still going to predict Liv wins. Well, this is obviously the December of Liv Morgan, and it continues as Liv and Dom are doing the WWE shop commercial. Love that. Liv and Raquel would take on Damage Control tonight as the first match of Raw. Obviously, there was this really weird botch from Io. She jumped over the top rope, just seemingly couldn't make it over. I really hope that's not like a sign of any injury or anything following War Games. But it would be Raquel picking up the win for the team, and then a post-match beatdown by Liv and Raquel would bring out Rhea Ripley. But this happened. It went to the outside of the ring. Raquel would throw Rhea eye first into the corner of the announce table. What? That looked insane. What a moment. Judgment Day drama would continue as Finn Balor would challenge Gunther, who would basically humiliate Finn and instead give an opportunity to the man who beat Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio. And genuinely, Dom looked good in the match with Gunther tonight, but yes, this is Gunther. One ginormous powerbomb, and Gunther, who was made to bleed by Dom, by the way, Gunther was successful. Finn Balor would then attack Gunther after the match, telling Dom to pay attention and watch and learn. Well, multiple coup de grace later, Finn Balor stood tall as Finn wants the World Heavyweight title. It would then be made official by Adam Pearce Finn Balor will take on Gunther at Saturday night's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Another former member of Judgment Day was in action tonight, R-Truth, and he was successful, defeating Butch, now known as Pete Dunne, as everything continues to unravel for Pete Dunne. The frustration of being called Butch as kids in the audience were chanting it tonight as he was blaming commentary. Genius storytelling. R-Truth victorious. Really good Raw tonight. Genuinely, the big return of Drew McIntyre, the whole New Day stuff. Loved every minute of it. For me, 9.5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video. See you next time. Peace!